I did mention that I was mentored by another farmer. I thought it was the oh, one of the gentlemen that mentored me. He was pretty much just have to let that go. He was pretty much of a from the real old school, and he believed that you should start right at the ground, at the lowest job, which was chopping weeds and something like that. And I don't know. Some people might think that is being, somewhat beneath them, but that's the way we're. Now I have several people that come and work with me doing. Like I said, I depend on all volunteers to do my thing, and I pretty much start them in doing the same kind of things that I would do. I mean, they just follow me around and follow my lead, and I think that might be the best way because a lot of times when people are new starting into some of these things, they have the great desire to do them, but you have to be right there with them all the time to lead them through the whole step process. And initially, but then, like I said, some people have been working with me several years, and they pretty much catch on to the idea that's what's going on, and we're off and running from there.
Do you kind of do anything more about sitting in the hot side of chalkboard, but when you get a new person on board, you give them a orientation, this is how we do this, and
Very, yeah, some,
following the team.
yeah, very, light sketch. Take them around and show them all the different operations that's happening there, and try to work up a timetable for, hours that that we could work and whatnot that we would work. But again, it's difficult for me because I'm going to different markets to market my product several days a week, and I'm not around. So I have to. A person that takes them several years or so to get orientated with what's going on, that they can be able to work on their own because it is a lot of doing things on your own. I mean, being aware of what's going on and what needs to be done and just going ahead and do it without having somebody to tell you. In my situation.
I think there's a question in the back.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have a question about, like on local harvest, where a lot of farms, specifically states non-GMO policy. I've called pretty much all the farmers on the website personally, and I know now of a couple of them that are on there that are using a company that everybody should be familiar with. They're using their Roundup Ready seeds and corn, or their soy and corn, and claim to be an organic farm on the same side. So how can you be an organic farm and be growing genetically modified foods on the same farm?
just from
Please do.
Just a technical, if there's still operation, one part is organic, one part is conventional, you do that. But the only, we don't do it legally.
But how do you, my question is, how do you know when it's, if you're not, what are the regulations for testing your soil to know if it's being contaminated, if it's organic food is being contaminated by this, these seeds? So that's my question.
well, they should be claiming that they're organic, obviously, but that gets back to knowing your farmer and talking with people and kind of getting onto the farm and talking with people and developing trust. I mean, I think that's the most important thing, and I don't know what you guys think about
Yeah,
that. but
I agree. Yeah, go to the farmer's market and
Probably. And don't buy.
Yeah, I think it's genetically modified crops are here. It's the reality of our economy. It's not going away. And, we're with them. And you're going to have it's one of those, like, how do you solve that? How are we going to create, a situation that we're trying to imagine what it is, a situation that is. And, it's not
I think it also points out the fact that your view from local harvest is one thing, your view from talking to somebody on the phone is another thing, and your view from going and visiting the farm and talking to the farmer and knowing them personally is another thing. And so, what are your priorities? And like Richard says, they coexist, and so in a way it's up to us to figure out where to go. So another question, lady in the sweater.
I try to use from the seed companies that I deal with open pollinated seed and all that, and not even hybrid seed. I don't usually use any hybrid seed unless there's not any other kind available. You know, but I do find that a lot of the companies are disappearing that I used to do business with. You know, in the old days, they say, that was before my time, they used to save, a farmer would save seed back from season to season to plant, which is, nobody does that anymore. I wouldn't even know how to do it. And I imagine it's quite labor intensive to do it. I don't know what would be the answer. You get giants like Monsanto that kind of squeezing out a lot of these other people, smaller companies, or either buying them up, like you said, and pretty much going with certain types of seed. That is one of my concerns as being a small, grower, because my options are getting less and less as to where I can get seed from, and quality seed. And it doesn't have to necessarily be organic, just because my operation is all organic. But
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I think more and more people are learning about saving seed. We, definitely on a garden scale, maybe not on a large scale yet at this point. And I think it's coming. I think people are learning more about saving seed, and seed that you save that was grown in your field is more well suited to that, than any other seed that you would buy. So I think that will happen. And like, for instance, I heard of this seed bank that started up in the Hudson River Valley outside of New York City, where they're starting to build a network of people who are saving seeds, and it's growing, and I think something like that's on the horizon for different parts of the country.
Yeah, I mean, there's the whole Food Inc. thing with Mopar and seed saving, and the GMO and the infiltration of the GMO, and so there's that whole debate. And then there was the Michigan Organic Food and Farm Alliance conference about a month ago, and there was a soil scientist there that was speaking and talked about his work in Uzbekistan and Tajikistan, and Vicki probably knows more about it, but there, in terms of the right to retain your seeds and keep it and pass it on from generation to generation, or whether that's legal or not, I believe it's an inherent right to be able to keep your seeds. And I don't understand. So yeah, that gets back to that whole debate and trying to use your dollars to support the people who are growing in a manner that you believe in.
So one of the things that I'm taking away from this is that the level of complexity, the level of labor, the skills that you need, the commitment that you have to have are amazing, incredible. And that the people who are growing food for us either have to be crazy or heroes. And I'm on the side that's inclined to think that you must be a hero in some way. So I really appreciate it. I think that we have to wrap up now, but I want to just really thank everyone on our panel and appreciate that you're growing our food for us. So thank you so much, and thanks to Donald. Yeah. Jane has an announcement to make.
Food System Economic Partnership is working in conjunction with a group of farmers that are interested in creating a season extension cooperative using hoop houses, the simple technology of hoop houses. So if anybody's interested, who's a grower or who's not a grower, but especially growers, Mary McLellan is right there with the clipboard, and we'd like to get your contact information and keep you informed about what's going on. So.
Fantastic. Thanks, everyone.